Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. It's another great day in the crypto market. I have big news for you. First up, we're going to talk about the Bitcoin stock to flow model. It has been updated since August ended yesterday, and it's looking very bullish, guys. We've been tracking this model for the past year and a half, and things are on track. I'm also going to show you another chart that shows we still have another leg left in this bull market for another run up to new all-time highs. We have not hit the blow off top yet. So more data, more facts, more trends to show you. We also have news around a mutual fund giant that is looking to take a greater position in crypto. It seems like every week a new institution is popping up and entering to the crypto market. Twitter may add Bitcoin as a payment feature for their tipping feature, I should say, their tipping feature. So this comes as no surprise as Jack Dorsey is a big Bitcoin bull. The president of Belarus, I couldn't believe this headline when I saw it. He's encouraging his citizens to mine Bitcoin to make money. Guys, a paradigm shift taking place. It's amazing. So I got the details for you. And we're going to talk about the SEC Ripple XRP lawsuit. Gary Gensler is up to his old tricks again. He's out there trying to work with the European regulators to try to grab as much power around crypto. So I have a lot of details to share there. We're going to go through it. Before we get to it, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're listening on a podcast site, please give me 5 stars. Once again, it supports the channel. Thank you so much. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, where you can buy, sell, and trade your favorite cryptocurrencies, and you don't have to pay high fees. OKCoin has low fees. In fact, there's 0 fees on reoccurring buys going up to October. Also, you can stake your crypto and keep 100% of the rewards. You don't have to pay any fees. And OKCoin today listed Matic, Polygon Matic, and there's a promotion where if you buy a certain amount of Matic, you get $30 of free Matic within that promotion. It's a limited supply, so be sure to check it out, link in the description. Also, be sure to sign up for my free weekly newsletter, link in the description as well. Let's take a look at the market here and the prices. Bitcoin back over $48,000. That's a good sign. Ethereum is doing really well. It's over $3,700, up over 10% from a 24-hour perspective. Cardano at $2.86 or $2.86. I don't want you guys to get confused there. XRP at $1.23. So looking good. And here's the big update, in my opinion. Bitcoin August closing price, $47,156, like clockwork. This is PlanB talking about the updated stock to flow model. Guys, we're still on track. And like I said, many times before, none of these models are 100% accurate, right? There's no model that can do that, right? Because there's so many variables and factors. For example, no one can predict a black swan event like the pandemic and all markets crashing, right? Bitcoin mining getting banned in China. Who could predict? It could have predicted that, right? So you got to keep these things in mind. We use these as guides to get a sense of where we're at in the market. We don't want to use our emotions, right? How we feel, or because today the price is down, that means we're not in a bull market anymore. No. What does the data tell us? And I hope you guys are looking at it this way and from a macro level. So clearly the stock to flow model is showing that we had a correction and now we're headed back up to another peak to hit new all-time highs and hit a blow off top like we've seen historically. Here's a great chart from Benjamin Cohen from Into the Cryptoverse, a great YouTube channel that you guys should subscribe to. He tweeted the following: total crypto market cap percentage difference between the fair value logarithmic regression trend line. And here you can see the previous bull markets, right? Going back to 2013, 2017, and so forth. We haven't touched that yet as far as a peak, a top, according to the trend line. Now, there is diminishing returns, clearly, right? You can see, and which makes sense. There's going to be diminishing returns over time and lengthening cycles as well. But look at that, right? Here's our first peak, our pullback, and we're breaking out of the respective a correction phase here and heading to new all-time highs to a blow off top, just like we saw in 2013. It's a very similar pattern, my friends. So this bull market is not over. So be ready, have a plan. Now, like I said, guys, is this 100% guaranteed? No, we never know what black swan event could happen, right? Look, none of us could predict that. But according to the data and trends and facts, there's a high probability, if you want to put it that way, that we are continuing this bull run. So I would say, based on the data, I would say 90%, but there's a 10% chance it doesn't happen. That's just my opinion from the data that I'm looking at. All right, check this out. Mutual fund giant Franklin Templeton eyes Bitcoin Ether trades with planned hires. The $1.5 trillion asset manager is a newcomer to crypto investing despite years of experimenting with blockchain tech. Pretty amazing. At least 2 crypto-focused jobs posted this week. One trader and one researcher would join the growing investments team with Franklin Templeton's digital assets management division, the listing set. So they have a bunch of job listings and they're looking to bring the talent on board. Why? Because I'm sure their clients are looking at investing in crypto, and they're also looking to make sure they make more money. And this is a new asset class that's emerging. It's on the rise. We're still early in the adoption phase. So they're getting in, they're building their teams, they're hiring, they're expanding. We're seeing a lot of mergers, acquisitions. Guys, the money is flowing in. It reminds me so much of the early 90s with the dot-com boom as it was taking off, and you had these great companies. Now, were there a lot of failures? Of course, but there were some really big winners, right? Big giants who obviously now we use from day to day on the internet, on our phones, and whatever else it is. So this is pretty cool. Here's a excerpt from that listing. We are looking for a cryptocurrency trader to execute trades for several strategies using the largest, most liquid, listed, and tradable crypto assets. Example, Bitcoin, Ether, Red One. The twin gigs, which appear to mark Franklin Templeton's first foray into Bitcoin, highlight the $1.5 trillion firm's newfound interest in crypto as an investable asset class. In late July, it backed a Galaxy Digital fund of funds that chases venture opportunities in the crypto economy. So Galaxy Digital, of course, owned by Mike Novogratz, which invests in the crypto assets as well as companies. Guys, pretty clear what's happening. I hope you see it. This is why you can't just pay attention to the price. You need to look at what are the moves the big money, the smart money are making. That will give you an indication because you know how they operate. They take a position early before the dumb money crowd comes in, before the masses. And I've said it many times, count yourself lucky you're here on the side of smart money when they are taking a position. Buy low, sell high, right? So the opportunity for us to make significant return is here, guys. It's also, regardless of what crypto you hold, even if you're holding Dogecoin at this point, because we're so early, the speculative bubble, yes, I said bubble, every market goes into a bubble, stocks, real estate, metals, whatever it is, we've seen it, right? I mean, you just study history of finance. And you've seen the dot-com boom was in a bubble, right? At one point. Did that mean it was a scam or a Ponzi? No, it meant that that's just human psychology, how markets move. And then you have, euphoria, everybody jumps in, people who haven't done research like you and I, people who are just, following the herd, right? But you don't want to follow the herd. You want to think for yourself. You want to research. And even the stuff I'm sharing here with you, you should go read it for yourself, right? And I know everybody's busy, but still take the time. And, is what Tony's telling me here, is this legit? Go check it out. And I have no problem with that. And if you guys call me out and say, hey, Tony, this is wrong, go ahead and correct me. No problem. Leave it in the comment section. But that's why I share my screen here. And those of you listening to the podcast, you can also watch the videos. That is why I'm sharing my screen so you can see I'm pulling the information and I'm not making it up. So check this out. Twitter could be adding Bitcoin as a payment option for TipJar. The social media giant is also advertising legal and compliance jobs, overseeing payments with experience in crypto preferred. I think this comes as, everybody sees this coming. Jack Dorsey, come on, Bitcoin bull. They're going to put Bitcoin in a balance sheet. They're going to integrate Bitcoin for tipping. We know Jack is trying to get adoption of Bitcoin and Lightning Network and so forth. So this is awesome. It says here, code in Twitter's latest beta suggests that support for Bitcoin will be rolled out to the platform's tipping service that was launched in May this year. The update indicates that users will be given a tutorial in Bitcoin, including details on the Lightning Network and custodial versus non-custodial wallets. It also tells users that a Strike account is required to use the feature. Integration between cryptocurrency and social media platform has been a long-standing area of interest for the crypto community, given Twitter founder Jack Dorsey's advocacy of Bitcoin. Now, what do I always say when I look at one major big player taking the lead here? Game theory, Metcalfe's law, and Metcalfe's law. We're going to see Facebook is going to try to possibly emulate this or do something unique, in the likes of adopting crypto. We know they're building their own stable coin. We could see TikTok do something, YouTube. Obviously, Facebook owns Instagram as well. So those competitors will follow suit. So it's just a matter of one of them taking the jump, right? And I think Twitter will be the first because Jack Dorsey's already a Bitcoin bull and he's got things going. Guys, this is amazing. Belarus president urges citizens to mine Bitcoin rather than seek low-paying jobs overseas. The president of Belarus said in a meeting that citizens should mine Bitcoin with the country's abundant energy instead of seeking low wages abroad. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Massive, guys. And same theories, like I just said, game theory and Metcalfe's law. He's urging his citizens to do this. What do you think some of these other countries where, to his point, like don't go seek low-paying jobs overseas, start mining Bitcoin in the country? I think this is amazing. And this is massive, guys. It just shows where we're headed. It's pretty groundbreaking, honestly. Now I'm going to try to pronounce his name here. Alexander Lukashenko, the president of Belarus, urged citizens to stay in their home country and mine Bitcoin instead of moving abroad for low-paying jobs, reported CoinMarketCap, rather than travel to Poland or Germany to fill farming positions. He said in a recent meeting with the employees of JSC Belaruskali, Belarusians should stay in the country and seek alternative sources of income, such as mining Bitcoin. Wow. This is just amazing, guys. And look, I think people will do this, especially if the government's endorsing it and you'd have cheap energy. And we see a lot of big companies are making investments to mine Bitcoin. So I think everybody sees the higher prices coming and they know there's money to be made. Very, very bullish. All right, let's talk about the SEC and Gary Gensler. Gensler's going to Gens, guys. SEC Chair Gary Gensler reaches out to European Parliament on crypto regulation. The guy's trying to grab as much power as he can. We saw this, about a month ago where he was asking the U.S. government for more power, and we saw the CFTC officials push back and say, no. All right. So chairman of the U.S. SEC, Gary Gensler, appeared before the European Parliament on Wednesday for an exchange of views. Speaking virtually before the Committee on the Economic and Monetary Affairs, Gensler highlighted financial technologies that are breaking down borders and bringing European and American markets together. I think the transformation we're living through right now could be every bit as big as the internet in the 1990s, Gensler said. Now, he understands the technology. The guy taught crypto and blockchain at MIT. He's no dummy, but it goes back to he's a Goldman Sachs guy. He works for the incumbents, right? And the traditional financial infrastructure. So they don't like crypto. Yes, their hand is forced to get into it now, like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, because their clients are asking for it. And if they deny those clients, they're going to leave and go spend their money somewhere else. So they have to accommodate. But trust me when I tell you, they don't like DeFi. They don't like the fact that people can get loans, do different things with stable coins, opt out of them, right? Where they lose business. So Gensler is really, he's pushing for the establishment motives here, and that is to control crypto as much as possible and try to kill certain parts of it, not the entire thing, clearly, but trust me when I tell you that is what is going on. So specifically, Gensler highlighted the importance of the field of crypto assets. This $2.1 trillion asset class is truly global. It has no borders or boundaries. It operates 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, he explained. A parliamentary member from Ireland, Billy Kelleher, asked Gensler about new technologies that could be applied to crypto exchanges to help regulators ensure investor protections. They're already doing KYC and AML. So what more are you looking to do? Clearly, they want to grab as much power, guys. Trust me when I tell you. And you know where that power is going to funnel up to? Goldman Sachs and the different banks and Wall Street. Crypto is a big disruptor for those people. You have to understand the power they have, the integration into politics and all these regulators, the campaign donations and all that they have going on, and why they're this huge power grab, right? If you have KYC and AML, what are you worried about? They're not worried about anything. They just want to grab the power, make sure they control it as much as possible. So we know Gensler is not, going to help the crypto market. He's trying to control it, and they're going to try to issue lawsuits and do their enforcement on everybody, like they're doing to Ripple, which really sucks, and it's going to stifle innovation. Some people weighed in on this, like Ryan Selkis, who at one point, was anti-Ripple, anti-XRP, but has changed his stance when he got educated about it. He tweeted the following, and I agree with this. I'd be absolutely humiliated to work for Gary Gensler when another colleague had years ago proposed a faster, better, common sense, safe harbor framework that would have solved most of the consumer protection issues the SEC pretends to care about for American crypto investors. He's talking about Hester Peirce's safe harbor, which we discussed in my interview with her going back to 5 months. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Link in the description. So I agree with Ryan here, and he continued saying the SEC's approach is anti-growth, anti-retail, who would fare worse in the Gensler correction, anti-innovation, and makes the insane assumption that it would make sense to wait for government permission. The crypto industry has been engaging for years on how to innovate cleanly. We know this, like the likes of Ripple has been talking to the regulators for years, yet we saw the BS lawsuit, we saw the conflicts of interest, the corruption by Gary, maybe Gary Gensler soon, but definitely Jay Clayton and William Hinman, right? So I agree with what Ryan has to say here. I like what Credible Crypto, and you should follow this person, whether it's a he or her, but great technical analysis. He said, I am no lawyer, but I simply can't imagine this case going to trial unless Ripple wants to take it there. The odds seem stacked against the SEC at this time, and a loss at trial would set precedents that could hinder future enforcement actions by the SEC against smaller fish, hashtag XRP. I absolutely agree with that. This is why Gensler is trying to get more power, because he knows the gun they have has no bullets. They're running out of ammo, right? They're duds. So they're going to lose this battle with Ripple, and they're going to get exposed. And then guess what? The other crypto companies are looking at this closely. The Cardano Foundation, whoever else, Chainlink, VeChain, and looking at how this is playing out. This is why this is about the entire market. It's not just about Ripple and XRP. And Gensler knows this. This is why he's making these moves, guys. He wants more power. Now, I'm going to be interviewing some folks who used to work at the CFTC, like Brian Quintez, and as well as Chris Giancarlo. And we're going to talk about this because we saw they both push back on Gensler's request for more power, guys. So this thing is very big. I don't think some people in the crypto market realize what is happening, and that if the SEC, when they're done with Ripple, if this does not go in Ripple's favor, they're going to take what they did to Ripple and go after Cardano, go after Chainlink, whatever else. They're going to do that. And we see Gensler, he wants to do that. Trust me. They want to have the power. Once again, the connections to the banking cartel. You got to read between the lines here. Now, check this out. We talked about the news yesterday, but Yahoo News or Finance covered it here. Ripple claim another victory in the SEC courtroom saga. So essentially, it's with the Judge Netburn saying, hand over the documents, SEC. Give me the full documents. You can give Ripple the redacted version, and we will determine, and I will review it and determine which non-redacted ones or full documents will go to Ripple. So I like this, that it's getting coverage, more exposure. So keep tweeting, keep calling, keep emailing, keep making videos. Let's put the pressure. The SEC needs to hear from us. I know many of them are ignoring us, with the exception of Hester Peirce. Gary Gensler is ignoring us. They ignore the John Deaton's motion of intervention on behalf of, 30,000 XRP holders. They're ignoring it, but they're supposedly supposed to protect us, right? But we know it's not about that, guys. It's money, it's power. It's pretty clear as day what's going on here. So guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I will talk to you all later.